Hi, I'm Mark from Napoleon, and I'm here today to talk to you about our Pro 600 series. This is our Pro 600 RSIB, and you can see that this is the top line model for our 600 series. When you take a look at this unit, you can see that it's nice and big. It's got the stainless steel everywhere. It's just a really impressive looking grill. One thing that I really love about this grill is because we've made it really rigid, you can pick it up right on the far side and you can see that it's not bending, it's not twisting. It's really solid grill. So our stainless steel lid is a 304, and what we have is a double line lid. So we have a double line lid for a couple reasons. It's going to keep your heat in because you don't want to have to keep reheating your grill every time you open it up. But what it's doing, it's actually going to keep your grill from discoloring. So you're not going to see any of the brown spots, you're not going to see anything like that because the heat is actually staying in. It's not going to get nearly as much heat through the lid. We have an AccuProbe temperature gauge. Now this temperature gauge is really important because if you need to put your certain foods at specific temperatures, it's going to be able to do that, and you're going to know that it's accurately reading what the temperature is. The lid as well is a roll top lid. So what's great about that is that if you have a small area and you really want to still a big grill, you can use any of our grills with roll top lids because you're going to be able to put it closer to the wall or your deck railing or something like that because it saves a lot of space. And it makes lifting the lid that much easier. It still is really heavy, but it's nice and smooth. So under the lid, what we have here is our stainless steel 304 grids. Now these are really nice because it's got the Napoleon wave on them, so it's good for a few reasons. You know that it's a Napoleon grid, but also when you put your food, when you put your vegetables, when you put your meats down on it, more of the grid is actually touching more of it is actually touching your food, so you're going to sear, lock in those juices, and it's going to be that much more tender when you eat it. Now, under the grids, we have our stainless steel sear plates. Now I have these sear plates for a few reasons, is because it gives more even heat distribution, so you're not going to find those hot spots, you're not going to get the flare-ups, you're not going to get anything like that. But also, it keeps the drippings, it keeps the juices, the sauces, the spices away from your burners, so again, you're not going to get those flare-ups. Under the sear plates, we have 4 stainless steel commercial grade 304 burners. Now these aren't going to be lasting you just 1 or 2 years, these are going to be lasting you 5, 10, 15 years. They're going to last you a long time. Now what we have at the top here is our warming rack. Now this warming rack is, for your buns, for your, anything you need to get toasted, but there are a few things you could do with it that just make it a little bit more interesting that not a lot of people would try. If you put some chicken wings or some chicken legs up here, you turn on your bottom burners, you can actually slow cook them up there. You don't have to turn them, and they taste really tender and juicy. Now one other thing you can do, you take the warming rack out, you put your rotisserie kit on here, you put maybe a chicken or a ham or a roast or a turkey, anything like that. You put your pan under it for the dripping so it doesn't go down into your barbecue. You have your infrared burner on there, you cook it, it depends on really how well done you're going to want it depending on what you're cooking. But you can make some really delicious foods on your rotisserie kit. Now looking down at our control panel, you can see we have our stainless steel panel, fits in with everything else, nice beautiful stainless steel look. But what we have is you've got all your burners here and you got your igniter. So nice and simple, nothing too fancy about that. Now if we take a look at our side shelves, we've got 2 side shelves. On this side, we've got our cutting board and ice bucket. Now the ice bucket's great for the people who want to entertain, especially with a grill this big. If you have an ice bucket, people are going to be outside, they're going to be around your barbecue. That's where you want to have them. Now also, we've got these towel hangers. So if you're like me and you're cooking ribs and you got lots of sauce going everywhere, it's nice to have somewhere where you can hang a towel and you can wipe your hands off. We also do have places for your tool sets, for your spatulas, your tongs, your brushes. On each side shelf, there's 2 hooks, so it's just nice to have a place to hang them. And then the one other thing on the side shelves is that there is a little condiment tray here. This is good for your ketchup. If you have your drink or your sauces, you can just fit it in right there. Now if we take a look at the other side, we have our infrared side burner. Now this infrared side burner comes with a nice stainless steel grid, so this is actually going to be a little bit better for the fact that everything else is stainless steel on here. Why else are we going to have anything else stainless steel? So again, what's really important about a Napoleon infrared burner is the fact that it goes from 0 to 1500 degrees in 45 seconds. Now that's fast. This is what some of the best steakhouses use. They use infrared technology and they use overbroilers. So what you do is you take, say, a 1-inch thick steak, you cook it maybe 45 seconds on each side, and then maybe another 45 seconds on each side so you can get that nice crisscross pattern, and then you move it over to the regular burners to cook the rest of it. It's going to be nice and delicious. The whole point of an infrared burner is that it's searing those pores closed as fast as possible, keeps all the juices in. You don't want them dripping out. You want it to be nice and juicy, nice and tender, and that's what your infrared burner is doing. The second position is in the down position. This is where you can boil your water, saute your mushrooms or vegetables or anything like that. So you can still use it as a regular side burner. So now if we take a look at the cart, you can see that the doors here are beautiful stainless steel. So it fits in with everything else with this grill. It's that beautiful shiny stainless steel look. And on the inside here, we've got lots of room for anything you need to store, as well as your propane tank. Now, we do have front access as well to your drip pan, and the drip pan stainless steel, which is a really nice feature. Also, when you take a look at the bottom here, you can actually see that we have a powder-coated covering for your wheels. Now, this is just a nice look to it, and it actually makes it look more like a pedestal model. And also, with the sides and the back, it's made of a powder coat galvanized steel. And the reason we do that is because if it was painted steel and you scratched it, it's going to rust. With this, even if you scratch it, it's not going to rust, because we know it happens. You bump into it, you kick it, something happens. We want this unit to be here 5, 10, 15, 20 years because it comes with a President's limited lifetime warranty. So that is our Pro 600 RSIB. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.